Hey everyone, Ryan here with 40 Laugh Tennis, and for your tip of the week this week I wanted to talk about the learning process and how that impacts what a benchmark for a good or bad practice is, okay? And for starters, a good practice is rarely you make every single ball, because practice is about testing your limits and making errors and learning from those mistakes. So, an example would be if you're trying to hit the serve harder. My first response would be, all right, well, let's go up there and let's hit that serve as hard as you can. And if it's harder than your average serve, I don't care if you've made or missed it. You might, but I would say, hey, let's not worry about that, because you can't master and learn a new skill at the same time. Okay, so I would say, hey, that was one successful swing. You hit that ball harder than you normally do. Now, can you do it again? Can you do it 10 times in a row? Can you do it for a whole match's worth of serves? That's a different skill, and I still am not focusing on whether or not you're making it, because you need to get those muscles strengthened and coordinated. And once you can hit that serve harder every time, that's when we start worrying about whether or not you're making it. Okay, so don't go up there and put pressure on yourself to hit that serve harder and make it that very first time. That's unrealistic. Okay, you're jumping ahead in the process, and that's only going to lead to negativity, and that's only going to leave you going back to hitting it soft enough where you are making it, but that's not the progress you're trying to make. Another example is a grip change. If I've got a student with a frying pan grip, it's going to be pretty dramatic if I have them go to this new grip like a Continental or something close to it. But I will tell them a good practice is hitting every single serve with this grip, not going back mid-swing or even forgetting to set up with that new grip. Even if you made those serves, that's bad practice. You're not working with that new grip. Later down the line, hundreds, maybe even thousands of serves with that Continental grip later, that's when we can start focusing on whether or not you're making it or missing it, okay? We will concern ourselves with mastery once we've developed that base with that grip, which is just going to take reps. And if I focused on negativity because I'm missing, I'm never going to get anywhere, okay? My last example is if you were to come to me and say, Ryan, I want to get faster. I need to be able to sprint a little bit better on the court to get to some of those balls. My response would be, well, you sure you don't want to talk to Mitch? He's the fast one. But my other response would never be, all right, well, let's go for a jog. How are we going to work on our sprint speed if we're just jogging? So, in a sense, you have to make errors to improve, so turn them into your friend. And I would say a good practice is a healthy blend of made shots, but also errors in which we learn from, okay? You'll have a lot more fun, and you'll be laughing a whole lot more on court.